From the city of brotherly love and Citizens Bank Park, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So, almost ready to get underway. And pitching here today, Zach Wheeler.
Great sinker. Although it's not his primary pitch, it's really a pitch that he can go to, misses the barrel of the bat, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behind him.
And stepping in is the speedy Parker Meadows. Pitch misses there. Ball one.
Come on, Zach.
Just
No,
missed.
that's a ball.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
There's a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Struck him out swinging. He swung over top of the curveball.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Here's Gleyber Torres. And that is downstairs. And that's ball one. One down, base is empty. Swinging a foul out of play.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Batting third, left fielder, Riley.
Here's Riley Green. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Torres, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. And it's even up. Late that time, and it's strike two.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Got him looking. That's the second out. So now the DH spot, Kerry Carpenter. In there, and it's 0-1.
No ball. One strike.
Fastball is outside.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
On On the ground, right side. Whips it to first. And that is the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. And today's starter, Tarek Skubal.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. That clips the corner. And the 0-1. And that drops in for a strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Not close with that one. And that is ball one. No, with the shift on, hits right into it. Torres fires over to first. One up, one down. And time now for the Phillies lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
In the air to left center. Green going after it. Hauls it in, and there's two away. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Bryce Harper stands in now, looks at that one inside. The 1-0. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something built high.
2 strike.
2 out, space is empty. Now one missed. And the pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Two down, nobody on.
3 balls, 2 strike.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
We'll see another payoff pitch. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Down quickly go the Phillies. Scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now Matt Vierling. Wheeler back to work. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
Next offering is fouled back. Misses outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And next up for the Tigers, Colt Keith. And there's the strike. Vierling on at first, nobody out. Outside corner, there's a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. So he's down on just 3 pitches. Watched the first 2 and then chased after the third.
Yeah, not a very good at bat right there, Boog, but that was also some excellent pitching. The 0-0 and 0-1 pitches were both right on the edge of the strike zone, so it's not like he watched 2 cookies go by. Then a great job of expanding and making him chase the 0-2, knowing he would be in protect mode.
So up next, Jace Young. And there's a curve through for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
No score here in the second. Fastball is outside. The 1-1 is fouled off. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him in the scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
Digging in, Jake Rogers. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Here goes the runner. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Out there. And that ends the inning.
Well, trying to get in the scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. And that is out of play.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Fouled off down the right side. That one misses, and the count 1-2. That's down and in. On the ground, right side. The flip to the pitcher covering, and Castellanos is out.
Third baseman, Alec Bohm.
And here comes Alec Bohm. And that's downstairs. And it's 1-0. And another ball.
2 balls, no strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one. He was all over that one. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Runner on at first with one gone. And now for the Phillies, Max Kepler. And ball one.
1-0.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Just missed.
3-0.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Man at first, one away. That's towards center. Meadows sizing this one up. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs.
Batting 7, catcher J.T. Realmuto.
Going to bring up J.T. Realmuto. And a strike. Way out front for strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Squirts away a little bit, and the runner stays where he is. Boom. Off of first with 2 away. That one hammered center field. That's back there. And that one is off the batter's eye. Wow, out of here. He'll circle the bases, and just like that, they're out front. It's 2-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
So 2 away with nobody on. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. Way
One ball,
upstairs,
no strike.
and that's ball 1. Hard hit left side. Throws across the diamond. 3rd out. But the Phils get 2 on this blast. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Philadelphia, top half of the third inning. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Jake Rogers. And that's a little bit high. Ball one.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Foul ball there. And now 2-1. Drilled out towards left center field. Back there. And it's gone. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And next to hit for Detroit, Trey Sweeney. Fought off foul. Sweeney goes 6 feet 3 inches, hitting 9th in today's lineup. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. And that's in there at the knees. The 0-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. So the lineup flips over, and here's the Tiger leadoff man, Parker Meadows. That one's upstairs, ball one.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
One out, base is empty. Lifted in the air, right center field. He dives, but he can't make the catch. The throw in, but he's in there easily.
Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
One out, runner at second. Here is Gleyber Torres. 1 for 1 with a single so far. There's a strike.
0-1.
One out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Yeah, that's fouled off. And the 0-2. To the right side. Stop. Over to first. And Gleyber Torres retired.
Now batting, left fielder Riley Green.
Now the left fielder, Riley Green. He's 0 for 1. There's a strike at the knees. 2 outs. Hit hard on the ground to short. Tosses to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Detroit making up ground with this homer. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. And now the center fielder, Brandon Marsh.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That clips a corner. And that one popped in the air, left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 down.
Up next for the Phillies, designated hitter.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber. Grounded out his first time up. And that one hit 97 on the gun. That misses the zone, and now it's even 1-1.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
And that's through there for a strike. Battling here as he fouls it away. That misses. The count now 2-2. That to right. Vierling hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Trey Turner.
2 outs, base is empty. Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies. Fly to left his first time. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. That's off the inside corner, and 1-1.
1-1.
And down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. They lead it 2-1. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Start of the 4th. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Kerry Carpenter. First pitch misses.
Well, these Tigers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Stott over to first in time. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Matt Vierling.
And up next for Detroit, Matt Vierling. And he's already singled in this game.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
1 down, base is empty. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And there's a foul ball. That misses the zone, and the count now even up. Got it. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
At the plate, Colt Keith gets the outside corner with that one. Just missed.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Outside, 2-1.
2-1.
That's a little bit low.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Young stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. And there's a ball.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Keith off of first with 2 away. That one misses. Ball 3. Jake Rogers would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Two outs. And there's a strike.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Castellanos gets under it. Squeezes it. And that is that. 1 left for Detroit. They're down 2-1. Back here in Philadelphia, here's Harper now. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Tosses to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. 0 for 1 so far.
Booga, never got to play at Citizens Bank Park in my career, just the old Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia, but the crowds here are just as energetic now as they were at that old park. And trust me, as an outfielder visiting town, you're going to hear it from the fans out there in the bleachers.
And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
And now it's Alec Bohm. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
No,
Chris,
one
we were
strike.
excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, but great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to them, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ball game.
And that's a strikeout. Matthew Ross says he went around. 3 up, 3 down for him there. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Phillies 2 and the Tigers 1. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the catcher, Jake Rogers. And Chris, his big strength is defense. But it is interesting. In today's world of baseball, compared to when you played, a good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
Just missed. I think the other component is putting down the finger that the pitcher wants to throw and being on the same page. And that's something that this guy does really well. Gets in sync with his pitchers.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Boog, his preparation is off the charts. I was down in the clubhouse today trying to find him just to pick his brain a little bit. He's so buried in that video room, it's hard to get a chance to talk to him.
Stott over to first in time. 1 away here in the 5th.
Now that is shortstop, Trey Sweeney.
Trey Sweeney will hit next. His first at bat was a strikeout. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. And that one is downstairs. 1-1. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him looking. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Meadows in the box again, takes a strike. Next offering is downstairs. Right through there for a strike. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Just off the inside edge. And that's too high. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that keeps the inning going.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Gleyber Torres up to hit. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here. He's a master at hitting fastballs. You need to be careful with location if you're going to throw them.
2 outs. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. And that's the 3rd out. So 1 hit is all they get. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Phillies 2 and the Tigers 1. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Max Kepler. Skubal back to work. Ball 1, no strikes.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Ball 3. Reno.
There's a strike. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
JT Realmuto steps in. He's already homered in this game. And that drops in for a strike. Next offering upstairs. Nobody out. Runner at first. That one finds the zone. Going to count 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. This is Bryson Stott. Grounded out to short in his first trip. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn 2, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get 2 and end up with nothing.
And he grounds one to the right side. Base hit. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Golden opportunity right here. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
So the Philly batting order turns over. Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 2 in this one. Up and in, and that is ball 1. Movement in the bullpen. Tommy Canley getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Holton, the lefty, warming up as well. Kepler on third. Stop on at second with 2 down. In the air, left field, down the line, and that drops foul. That one hooked foul. Line drive. Makes the grab, and that will end the inning. 2 left on. 5 innings complete. It's the Phillies 2 and the Tigers 1. Back here in Philadelphia, here's the left fielder, Riley Green. Headed towards the corner. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Safe at second with nobody out, and he represents the tying run.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
And next will be the Tiger cleanup hitter, Kerry Carpenter. He's grounded out a couple of times. That catches the corner.
No ball. 1 strike.
With the tying run at second, and we're the top half of the 6th. And a swing to miss.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
In the dirt, no movement. Now a ball and 2 strikes. That one way inside. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. With all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Veerling up to bat next, lays off for a ball. Man at second.
Ball 2.
That one hit to right. Castellanos gets under it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting first baseman, Holt Keith.
And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Zach Wheeler won't go any further, and he leaves with the lead after giving them some decent innings. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a moment. Pitching change here, Tanner Banks.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
So digging in, Colt Keith. He is struck out and he is walked. First pitch just misses. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
1-1.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And that one fouled off. And that's down and away. And that one hit to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So a job well done from the Philly bullpen that time. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Phillies 2 and the Tigers 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th. Trey Turner at the plate. Turner, an all-star a season ago, a member of the 1,000 hit club, a former first-round pick back in 2014. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. And now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Harper in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Fouled off left side. The 1-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Fastball is outside. Swings and misses. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location. But clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
That one ripped. Vierling on the move. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. 2 down, nobody on. Foul ball.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Pitch misses, and the count is 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though they're
fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
New inning getting started. Now the third baseman, Jace Young. just missed.
1-0.
Knee high, that's in for a strike. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Turner with the throw to first. They get him, but it was pretty close.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Jake Rogers up now for the Tigers. He's already homered here in this one. That one missed. That one is absolutely belted. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke. Now we'll see if they can pick up that tying run and start us over here in the late innings.
So the tying run in scoring position now. Trey Sweeney up now for the Tigers. So the tying run at second. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two. Next offering misses down and away.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Pitch misses inside. 3-2 now. Parker Meadows in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Phillies fans want a strikeout. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Tanner Banks done for the day, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Matt Strong.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
2 on, 1 out. And next to hit for Detroit, Parker Meadows. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically. At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Next pitch is outside. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3 double play. And the inning is over.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tommy Canley
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Just missed. Activity in the bullpen. Will Vest getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Foley warming up as well. That one not close. And a count 2-1.
No.
I know a slider's a great pitch, but when you've got really good velocity, sometimes you just got to challenge the hitter with that four-seamer.
That one found hard the other way. Good job to fight that one off. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Now he breaks his bat. Keith. And he takes it himself for the out.
Good fastball in on the hands. Makes the swing a little defensive. Jammed him up right there.
Now batting Max Kepler. Late on that fastball.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
One down, base is empty. And he hits a ground ball right side. Torres over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Phillies, catcher J.T. Realmuto.
And now it is J.T. Realmuto. And he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the 2nd inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
On the ground, Sweeney handles, throws to first, and Realmuto is out. And the Phillies are set down in order. Nothing across here this half. 8th inning coming up. It's the Phillies 2 and the Tigers 1. Back here in Philadelphia, we're at the top of the 8th. Now it's the second baseman, Gleyber Torres. Misses inside, 1-0. Looking to get the tying run on base. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jordan Romano, the closer of the staff, is getting loose to finish this one off. Kirkering getting cranked up as well. And another ball. Riley Green in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Three 0 down. And the tying run is on base.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Substitution now at first base. And here's the pinch runner, Zach McKinstry. Riley Green up now for the Tigers. 1 for 3.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. 1 away. And next up for the Tigers, Kerry Carpenter. 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
And that one fouled off. Fouled off. He was late. Trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're at the top of the 8th. And a ball evens the count.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
That one the other way. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Matt Strom won't go any further, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. So they turn to their closer, Jordan Romano.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Now it's the right fielder, Matt Vierling. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Pickoff throw. McKinstry back in on a dive. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 2.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
2 outs. And a foul ball. Makes the count 2-1. And that skips in the dirt.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
First and second, 2 outs. Keith getting ready to hit. Late swing, foul to the left.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Next pitch misses way outside. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
Here's a 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Next one misses, and it's 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Fastball is outside.
That's a really good take.
So both runners should be on the move here on the full count pitch.
Yeah, this is a good chance to tie up this ball game. See if he can find some open grass in the outfield.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And they're all loaded up.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Cut on and lifted in the air. And that's the 3rd out. So the Tigers leave them loaded, and they trail it here 2-1. Now into the game, Zach McKinstry. He'll play second.
Now playing second base.
New pitcher for the Tigers, Will Vest.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Well, 1-run game, and digging in for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott, 1 for 2. He swings and fouls one off. Inside, and the count even 1-1. Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, struck him out on a heater.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Marsh in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Vest. He's made a name for himself as a very effective reliever, but not really what you expect from a bullpen arm these days because he's not out there racking up Ks. The other way. Base hit.
Perfect example right there. A hitter who hits the ball on the outside part of the plate the other way has to trust his hands and let the ball travel a little bit deeper.
One down. And here's the Phillies leadoff man, Kyle Schwarber. And that misses. Ball one.
I think it's the deception and his ability to change arm angles and slots and give hitters different looks within one at bat. They're never able to get comfortable. When you only see him once, a lot of times he has success.
And another ball. Got to be clever, too, when you don't have that lights-out stuff, right?
Absolutely. You got to know what you're able to do. Instead of focusing on what that hitter's strength is, stay with your strength and trust that you'll come out on top.
Next offering is in for a strike. That one fouled off. Now move to first. Marsh back on a dive. Outside low. And now it's 3-2. Marsh leads off first with one away. Fights it off. He'll see another. Got him swinging. Two gone. Trey Turner with a chance now. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Pickoff move to first, and he's back in there. Pitch is in there. That's strike one. Right through there for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
The 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Phillies strand one as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. And up next for Detroit, Jake Rogers. He blasted one out earlier in the third.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
Romano back to work. Hit in the air, left field. And there's one down. He's 2 outs away. Trey Sweeney up now for the Tigers. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
And the slider just misses.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
And the count 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That hits the dirt. Now 2-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And they're down to their last out.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
So, last chance for the Tigers. And here's the Tiger leadoff man, Parker Meadows. And that's in for a strike. Tap foul at the plate. The Tigers down to their final strike. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
This was by no means an offensive outburst. Only 4 hits the entire game, but good teams find a way to win, and they did.